So your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. You are what you think you are. So let's talk about this for a moment. Now, they've done a lot of studies where they'll have people connected to certain machines, PET scan machines, and they'll have them looking at an object. And as they're looking at the object, they'll study the brain and see which areas of the brain are functioning and which areas of the brain light up. So as the person is looking at the object, they'll examine the brain. Then what they did is they'll have the person looking at the exact same object with their eyes closed. And well, you can guess what happens. The exact same areas of the brain began to work and light up. So scientists had to stand back and ask themselves and say, well, what is reality? Is reality what we think, or is reality what we see? And I believe it's a very strong combination of the two. That mind-body connection is far more powerful than what we could ever imagine. You know, think about it like this. Everything in this universe, everything that exists, is nothing but the offspring of a thought. A human thought, or a thought from a higher power, whatever it is, everything is the offspring of a thought. You know, just over 100 years ago, two guys had this idea that we could fly. Fly, come on. You're not only defying laws of gravity, you're defying laws of human nature. We can't fly. Well, they had this burning desire in their gut. They truly believed in it. And now in a breath, we could fly across the world and even make it up to the moon based on human thought. Incredible. We are magnificent. We're amazing. Think about these, I do a lot of shows on cruise ships and these huge cruise ships with all of this technology on them. What are they supposed to do? What's metal supposed to do in water? Sink. It's really, really incredible what the human mind has thought of. And think of your mind as your own canvas, and really, really start to be more thoughtful of the language that you give yourself and the words that you give to yourself, because the reality is your mind, your subconscious mind, is going to take in everything. So be a little kinder to yourself and be aware of how powerful your thoughts truly are, because if they can bring us to the moon and wherever else, your thoughts can truly bring you health and whatever it is that you desire. Having said that, your subconscious mind is extremely literal. Very, very, very literal. Here's another example. I was doing a stage hypnosis show, and I had everybody with their drinking glasses. And then I said, okay, everybody, take your glasses and throw them away. Well, I had two guys take their glasses right off their head and throw them away because the subconscious mind responded literally to those suggestions. Another example would be, and I like to share this because it's very, very close to my heart. I had somebody very close to me come to me with a horrible toothache, and she'd come to me with tears in her eyes. She'd already gone to the dentist. She'd already taken morphine. She was already on everything that she'd done everything she could do to eliminate this toothache. So after 20 minutes, after her first hypnosis session, 20 minutes later, she opened her eyes, and the pain in her tooth had gone away, but also emotional pain had gone away as well. Now, she didn't tell me this, but she was on Paxil, and if you know anything about Paxil, it's a very strong antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication. So she'd come to me a few months later and said, Nadeen, I have no idea what you did to me, but I went to my doctor and he's taken me off of this medication. Now this is important because her and her husband were trying to get pregnant at the time, and you can't get pregnant while you're on this medication. She said, Nadeen, I haven't had rainy days, and what happened? Well, my response was, when I was giving you suggestions saying it's okay to let go of the pain and it's okay to feel good, your subconscious mind not only applied those suggestions to your tooth and your mind, but also to every single cell in your entire body. So one of the beautiful, wonderful, amazing, fascinating things about hypnosis is the residual effect. A lot of people who come into my office who want to lose weight or eliminate pain, they'll say, okay, Nadeen, I've lost 80 pounds, but I'm sleeping a lot better at night, and for some reason I'm a lot more patient with my children, and my husband doesn't irritate me as much, because in addition to applying all of those wonderful suggestions to the presenting issue, your subconscious, being as literal as it is, applies it to everything else. Amazing, amazing stuff. Your subconscious mind can also not decipher the difference between positives and negatives. Okay, I'll prove it to you. Do Do not, do not, do not, do not think about a piece of pizza with the cheese coming off of it. What do you have a sudden craving for? You know, do not think about the number 5, right? It's impossible, because as soon as you bring your attention to something, right? Just like don't think about the color red, your subconscious mind is going to pick it up. It doesn't understand the difference between positives and negatives. So I can say it's 2010, don't smoke. What do you tell your subconscious mind to do? Yeah, smoke. You know, it's 2010, I'm not going to eat at night anymore. What are you telling yourself to do? Eat at night. So with hypnotic language, we change it around, and we really move the language around. And I teach that in the self-hypnosis seminar, but we'll get to that a little bit later.